How are you, friends? Today you are welcome to accountancy class. Today we are going to study about the calculation of sacrifice ratio. What do you mean by sacrifice ratio, dear friends? Sacrifice ratio is nothing but it is the difference between old ratio and new ratio. There will be two ratios in the questions. One is old ratio and the other one is new ratio. Suppose here it is given one old ratio and the new partner's proportion of share. So first of all, if new ratio is not given, we have to find out from the given information. So sacrifice ratio is the difference between old ratio and new ratio. Say, you must like, subscribe and share my channel. Today's my likely target is 100. Okay, students. Now we are going to solve one problem related to sacrificing ratio. Say, question, calculate sacrifice ratio. A and B are partners in the ratio of 3:2. They admit C for 1/5 share. Dear students, this is the given information. It is very easy to calculate sacrifice ratio. Okay, here we are given one old ratio 3:2. There are two old partners A and B. The name of new partner is C. New partner is getting 1/5 share from the firm. See, solution. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old share minus new share. Okay. Rest of share. So here we have to find out the rest of share because here direct we cannot calculate the sacrifice ratio because here we are given one old ratio and proportion of new partner's share. See, first of all, we have to find out the rest of share. Rest of share is equal to 1 minus 1/5. This 1 is the assumption that we take from our mind. So 1/5 proportion is giving away to new partner by the old partners. So 1 minus 1/5 is equal to 4/5. This is the rest of share. Okay, friends. So first of all, we have to find out the new ratio. Here, new ratio is not given. So we must find out the new ratio. New ratio is equal to old ratio into rest of share. Old ratio multiply rest of share. See, students, just look. Our old ratio is given in the question 3:2. So 3:2 means 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, 3/5 and 2/5. See, new ratio, how to find? 3/5 into 4/5. 3/5 into 4/5. 3/5 is already given in the question. 3/5. Then 4/5 we have taken rest of share. Rest of share we got now already explained. 1 minus 1/5 is equal to 4/5. Okay, friends. So what do we find out? So now we are going to find out the new ratio of A. So 3/5 into 4/5. Just multiply old ratio with the rest of share. 3/5 into 4/5. 3 fours are 12, 5 fives are 25. That is the answer. See, what about a new ratio of B? So we can calculate 2/5 multiply 4/5. 2 fours are 8, then 5 fives are 25. Then we have to find out the new ratio of Mr. C. He is the newly admitted partner. So we have to take a difference. So what is the denominator of these two ratios? 25. Say 25 from 25 we have to subtract 12 plus 8 is equal to 20. 25 minus 20, we will get to 5. Okay, students. Now, when we add it, numerators, we should get to 25. 12 plus 8 plus 5. 12 plus 8, 20. 20 plus 5, 25. This is the calculation of new ratio. Then we have to find out the sacrificing ratio. Now, I think all students have understood about how to calculate new ratio of the partners. See, students, please come to the point of calculating sacrificing ratio. See, how to calculate sacrifice ratio. See, sacrifice ratio is the difference between old ratio minus new ratio. See, sacrifice of A. See, our old ratio of old ratio or old share of Mr. A is 3 by 5 because their ratio is given 3 is to 2. Then the new ratio we already found out by using the formula old ratio into rest of share. So 12 by 25. Please students, listen here. 3 by 5 minus 12 by 25. See how to make a subtraction of two fractions. So here 25 is the biggest denominator, 5 is the smallest denominator. We have to make a biggest denominator in an equal way. So what should we do? Here, along with the 5, we have to multiply with the 5. Then only we will get 25 here. So 3 into 5 by 5 into 5 minus 12 by 25. 12 by 25, we don't want to make any changes because 25 already is there. Here we have to make up changes. So 3 5s are 15 minus this 12 divided by 25. So we got sacrifice ratio 3 by 25. Okay, students, 15 minus 12 by 25. Just taking the LCM of 5 and 25. You don't go through for finding out LCM just to see which number is big. Then for that we have to make a equalization with the smallest number. Okay, friends. 3 by 25 is the sacrifice ratio of A. Next, we will go for finding out the sacrifice ratio of Mr. B. See, B's old ratio is 2 by 5 minus new ratio we already found out 8 by 25. Okay, students, here also we are getting 5 and 25. You should remember in your mind that you cannot subtract one fraction with another fraction with a different denominators. So what should we do? We have to equalize the denominator by finding LCM. So in order to find LCM, there is an easy way. Here 25, here 5. Here we have to make it as 25 by multiplying with the 5. So 5 5s are 25. Same number we have to multiply along with the numerator also. 2 into 5 divided by 5 into 5. So 2 5s are 10. Then 10 minus 8 by 25. 25 is common. We will take only one time. So 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. 2 by 25. So 3 is to 2 is the sacrifice ratio of Mr. A and Mr. B. Dear students, please listen. Now we have studied about how to calculate sacrificing ratio. First of all, we should keep in our mind what is sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio is the difference between old ratio and new ratio. See, here one question is given. Mr. A and Mr. B has started business with the ratios of 2 is to 1. Okay, new partner Mr. C is also admitted. He is getting the proportion of share. So first of all, we calculated a new ratio. Before calculating new ratio, we must find out the rest of share. Rest of share we will find out a 1 minus proportion of share given to new partner. So 1 minus 1 by 5 is equal to 5 into 1 minus 1 by 5 is equal to 4 by 5. Like that, we will get a rest of share. After getting rest of share, we just multiply it with the old ratio. Then we will get to the new ratio. So, a new partners, new ratio, we won't get it because no, we have to take difference between the old partners numerators. So as it is calculated on the board, you have to understand. After finding new profit sharing ratio, we have to go through the calculation of sacrifice ratio. We know that we already studied. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Do not change it. Old ratio must come first. New ratio should come second. Otherwise, it will become ratio, change ratio, that is gaining ratio. So sacrifice ratio, you must remember old ratio minus new ratio. See, old ratio we have taken, the new ratio we have taken. Sometimes there will be a need of equalization of denominators in both ratios that we have studied in lower class. So which number is big? Towards that number, we have to change it small number by finding LCM. See, see students, today's class is coming to end. Then I will come with the new topic in next class. Till then, goodbye. Okay, students, have a nice day.